What an interesting way to kickstart this week's edition of the program NEWSCOPE. I am Rachel Bukolt. Away from the heavy downpour that comes with the sun shining so bright at noon, and then the rain showcases itself with no prior warnings. I hope you all are well catered, because you never can tell where it will meet you definitely. Congratulations to all the appointers by the government of the day into the media space. Wishing you all the best. On our lineup for this week's edition, we'll have reports on the just concluded thank you rally and endorsement on the second term of our governor, Senator Prince Bassey Edet Otu, and his deputy, Right Honorable Peter Odey. We also have reports on the sign-out that has really become a pressing issue in our today's world. We'll also be looking at the World Population Day, followed by World Horse Day. All these and many more will come your way shortly. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. In times like this, when governance must be grounded in vision, compassion, and performance, Cross River State stood agog to officially endorse His Excellency, Senator Prince Bassey Otu, and his deputy, Right Honorable Peter Odey, for a second-term bid come 2027. The grand reception and thank you rally held at the UJ Sports Stadium had dignitaries, political stalwarts, party faithfuls, support groups, among others, grace the occasion. The report.
It was an epoch-making event at the UJ Sports Stadium when people of the Southern Senatorial District came out en masse in one voice to publicly endorse Prince Bassey Otu for second term as governor of Cross River State. The colorful event was not just well attended by dignitaries but other ethnic groups who reside in Calabar. Endorsing Governor Bassey Otu, the various ethnic groups and non-indigents who spoke through their leaders said their exercise was to encourage Prince Bassey Otu to complete his project for the growth of the state.
And we are here for the grand finale of His Excellency, Mr. President, and then the Governor of Cross River State, Mr. Edet Otu, for all the good work he has been doing for the past 2 years. We, the non-indigenous, the people of Niger Delta, we are standing with both of them, himself, the deputy, and then the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for a second tenure. We doff our heart for them because they have done a good job.
We are here in the grand reception of our amiable governor, Prince Bassey Edet Otu, who is everything to us. He's a brother, he's a father, he's an administrator of excellence. And that is why we have come, closing our shops, leaving our businesses, our academic works and everything, to come here and tell him that the Igbo community is solidly behind him.
We are here on the grand reception of our amiable governor, Prince Bassey Edet Otu. We are here to make sure that whatever thing he's going, the Igbos are solidly behind him. So whatever he do, we are behind him.
We are here for this rally that we are having, organized for the governor of this state, Senator Prince Otu, who has been running the state peacefully, and the security is in order. There is no problem in the state. The whole state is in peace, and that's why we are here. He's calling us to come to us to endorse him for the second term.
Other various local government representatives described the endorsement as a reward for hard work.
We came to witness what we have not seen for a very long time. To come and say thank you to our ebullient and very powerful, hard-working, humble governor for all the things he has done for our country.
The person who has asked to go for second term, the governor of the state, is a very good person. You understand? He's very, very good. And nobody can stop him from doing that. The endorsement of the president of Nigeria, Ahmed Tinubu, and the governor of Cross River State, His Excellency Prince Bassey Otu, has gone through the whole state. So there is no other single vacancy in government house. It's Prince Bassey Otu all the way, and we are very grateful to be here, to be part of the endorsement.
I want to say that what I have seen today at the stadium is very impressive. It's an indication that the entire Cross River State, including the non-indigenous in Cross River State, have gathered to endorse the president of this country, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the governor of Cross River State, Senator Basi Ededo to run come 2027 as the only candidate on the platform of APC.
The people of Cross River State who are coming out in groups, especially from the Southern Senatorial District, who are coming out in groups to celebrate this governor, are celebrating him because he has positively impacted on their lives.
Also, some bared their minds saying the event was not only designed to celebrate Governor Otu's legacy, but remains an acceptance for him to continue.
For today, we are all here to celebrate a man that God has given to Cross River State. And this man, we believe that for 2 years now, he has done so much that we are here to say thank you to His Excellency, Apostle Prince Basi Ededo, to also encourage him to do more.
We are here essentially to endorse our governor, Mr. Infrastructure, Mr. Sweet Prince, for second term. Because midway into the first term, we've already seen the enormous work that His Excellency, Senator Prince Basi Ededo, has done in Cross River State.
We are here to endorse our dear governor for second term. The purpose of this gathering here is endorsement for Prince Otu to come out again. We are pleading with him. We are begging him to come out and save us and salvage the situation of the state once again.
Some groups, to include market traders, motorcycles operators, and others, stressed the need for the sustainability of the people first mantra of Governor Otu.
I want to commend His Excellency for what he has done so far for the past 2 years. He has carried out strategic infrastructure development across River State in terms of road construction, primary health care, care for the less privileged, and also the elderly.
His Excellency has touched us very well. I got the training 2 weeks and came back. Very soon we will be empowered to pass our money. That's why we've done this group to a support group, to support him. We are supporting him full in totality.
We are very much in appreciation of Prince Basi Ededo in his governance, because he has done in 2 years only, he has done what our eyes have seen. And we believe that is why we are coming out in a large number to say, sir, one good term deserves another.
We are here in our numbers, the technicians, the dealers in the automotive sector, to celebrate His Excellency, the Governor of Cross River State, Senator Prince Basi Ededo, on his achievements so far in office.
The colorful event featured various traditional displays and other activities. Rachel Ukot reporting for CRBC NEWSCOPE.
Thank you for that report. As the state government puts modalities in place to tackle the recent community conflict through dialogue in order to prevent the escalation of war, some citizens in Calabar Metropolis have expressed their concerns over the issue. This was a follow-up on the recent crisis in some parts of Biase, Odupangi, and other local government areas in the state. The report.
Commenting on the issue, a conflict resolution analyst, Dr. Etop Ekware, described crisis as setback that hindered development in the society.
When there's crisis, there's bound to be uproar. And when there is uproar, lives will not be stable. You see, people will be running up and down, left and right, center, everywhere. And like when there was problem down here in Akwabu, you see, people were not sleeping in their homes. And businesses suffered, and so many things were not going on well. So crisis brings problems, one problem or the other. I think everything should be... we should all sit down and make sure that whatsoever differences we have, we settle them amicably and without making problems left, right, and center. The way forward is for everyone to have this enlightenment that whatsoever we need, we should just make sure that we air out our views and seek it amicably and pursue it.
Others who also spoke, Mr. Humphrey Akano and Mr. Amos Mbede, said the ongoing crisis in some parts of Biase and Odupai local government area has gone against the developmental agenda of the present administration.
You know, when there is crisis, there is no peace. People are apprehensive, they run up and down. So those who foment crisis, they actually know that they want to unsettle the people. And some people, if they don't have understanding, they don't have Christ in them, they are going to be unsettled, they are going to be afraid, they are going to be running into the hands of the enemy. That same enemy that is fomenting the crisis will just capture them. So, but if you have Christ in you, you remain where you are, you pray, the Lord is going to protect you. Crises are not good.
I suggest that resolution, look into it deeply and know the causes of the conflict and tackle them one after the other, both from the government and also the religion, and also look into it, what we are seeing happening around. The youth, that the major class that facilitated this most. If youth are well informed of the dangers of conflict in the society and address them how to go about with their own personal life and to be a good patriotism in the society, I believe that can go a long way to handle conflict in our land.
For their part, Mr. Elijah Okwa, Mrs. Bassi Otu, and Etham Bassi urged the communities involved in crisis to give peace a chance through dialogue for a better society.
Through our governor, and I'm the state. All these materials. Don't want
more happy than before. And we thank our God Almighty because of the governor that He gave to us. He made us to live peaceful.
I'm advising all the community leaders and those that are out to make peace that they should try to resolve their problems amicably. Problems will always be there, but with the help of God, as we Christians, we should always look for a way to resolve crisis.
For NEWSCOPE, I am Mary Jane Mesoma.
So we hope and pray the government of the day salvage the situation, and thank you for that report. Graduating from school has always been a moment of joy and pride for many students. However, this excitement is often marked by reckless behavior during sign-out celebrations, from dangerous driving and excessive alcohol consumptions to loud and disruptive displays. Some students take the celebration too far, posing risk to themselves and others. Ifeanyi Bita looks into the growing trend of such irresponsible conduct and its impact on the school and community at large. The report.
In recent years, sign-out celebrations by graduating students have become a common sight in secondary schools and tertiary institutions across the country. What used to be a quiet, reflective moment of farewell has evolved into loud, attention-seeking displays, often bordering on lawlessness. On sign-out day, it is not unusual to see students dressed in white shirts, marked with signatures and farewell messages from friends. But beyond the shirts and shared memories, many students take to the streets in groups, engaging in loud convoys, reckless driving, and in some cases, open consumption of alcohol and substances. Some students are seen hanging out of moving vehicles, blaring horns and blocking roads, all in the name of celebration. Others spray water, powder and even alcoholic drinks on each other with little regard for the discomfort or disturbance it may cause to the public. Some students explain that sign-out day is a day of jubilation for them to mark the end of their journey in the tertiary institution.
I've attained like a 4 years academic achievement with a lot of shages. Premium shege from Unical. our lecturers, professors, and a lot. So we are celebrating our victory, we are celebrating our achievements. Because of the joy of leaving school. Like, it's not easy being in that area every time, going through a lot, like going for lectures, writing exams, and all those stuff. It's not easy, so it needs to be celebrated.
Others went further to say that while it is true that the day holds great significance to them, some students, out of excitement, usually overindulge and behave recklessly.
We have situations where you have involvement in alcohols and reckless driving by some students, hiring of cars and so on. It's actually one of the reasons why the cyanide was banned from school, because we had a particular department who hired cars and recklessly in school, and the car actually somersaulted, and I think people were injured. So things like that. So some people do take it too much, but for me, I'm just okay. I'm on my Lexus. I'm walking about. I'm just happy having friends sign on my clothes. So
I will have to blame the student first of all, but still the same. The kind of stress student goes through in the school, why student being undergraduate is very, very toxic. So as being a graduate, you have every right to be excited over it.
Meanwhile, residents advised that students behave themselves accordingly during their sign-out celebrations to avoid putting themselves and others in harm's way.
There's a law already in the university that as soon as you're done with your exams, please just carry yourself out of the university, because a lot of these children are people who are involved in cultism. We have what we call the four-way test. The four-way test of the things we say or do. First, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? The third one is, will it build goodwill and better friendship? The fourth one is, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Those are the guidelines. So if you have all those things in your head, I don't think you'll be able to, use your track. You always do the right thing, because that four-way test is always in your head.
While it is important to acknowledge the hard work and excitement that comes with graduating, it is equally necessary to promote responsibility and discipline. As schools, parents, and communities work together, it is hoped that future sign-out celebrations will be joyful yet safe, free from the recklessness that currently overshadows this important milestone. For TRBC NEWSCOPE, Ifeoluwa Ekpeta reporting.
Irrespective of the excitement that comes with you writing your final exams, everything must be done accordingly and moderately. Thank you, Ifeoluwa Ekpeta, for that beautiful report. And on to our next report before we go on a short break. Do you know that the world population this year is projected to be approximately 8.23 billion? With these figures, it is pertinent to create awareness on the various population issues, to include the importance of family planning, gender equality, poverty, maternal health, and human rights. Blessing Basi completes the story on World Population Day. The report.
Research has shown that as the world continues to grow, the population has increased significantly since the landmark 5 billion mark. However, in February 2016, the global population was estimated to be 7.4 billion and reached 7.5 billion in April 2017. As at the end of 2019, it rose to around 7.7 billion. In an interview with the Cross River State Disease Surveillance and Notification Officer in the Ministry of Health, Mrs. Christiana Ogbong said, World Population Day serves as a reminder of the importance of understanding various population concerns such as family planning, gender equality, poverty, maternal health, and human rights that are vital for sustainable global development.
That with the current situation of things, parents don't have the awareness of family planning, so they just choose to have so many children that they can't care for, they can't even train, and it is not healthy for even the parents. So we advise, based on that they should learn to go on family planning, so they can visit the health centers, can visit hospitals, and they advise them on the type of family planning that will be good for them. We have injectables, we have pills, We have implants. So if they test and see which of them is good for them, they will choose and go on it, and that will help them reduce the number of children.
However, World Population Day encourages collective action and awareness to create a healthier, more equitable world for all. Some persons were of the view that the rapid growth occurring at the rate of approximately 100 million people every 14 months emphasizes the need for ongoing attention to population-related issues to ensure a better quality of life for everyone.
The only thing I need to do is to advise our leaders and those in the hands of authorities to continue to put their best so that the high surge in population to the people will also continue to benefit from the wellness service.
There would have been no problem with increase if readiness is available. Like you are now, you are working, you are married, you are bound to have a child. But when you are not ready, you go and have children. That's where the problem is. Well, I encourage people to do their best, to take right steps, not having children that they are not supposed to have when they can take care of them. I mean, that's the truth.
Thank you very much. World Population Day was first established in 1989 by the United Nations Development Programme, inspired by the excitement surrounding a significant milestone as the world population reaches 5 billion people on July 11 since 1987. For CRBC NEWSCOPE, Blessing Bassi reporting.
All right, thank you, Blessing Bassi, for that report. We'll go on a short break, and when we're back, NEWSCOPE continues. Do stay with us. Welcome back. Still on the International Day celebrations. As funny as this day may be to some persons, but it might interest you to know that same way we set some days aside in our calendars to celebrate ourselves, animals that helps us convey our goods from one place to the other needs to be celebrated and acknowledged. Hence, it was on this note that the United Nations General Assembly set aside July 11th as the World Horse Day, which aims to appreciate the role horses play in our day-to-day activities and their contributions to humanity throughout history. Blessing Bassi tells us more on International Day for World Horse. The report.
Research has it that horses are herbivorous, social, and domesticated mammals known for their strength, intelligence, and loyalty. They belong to the species Ergospherus cabulus. These majestic animals have stood beside humans for centuries, serving in agriculture, transport, and even on the battlefield. In an interview, some persons see horses as not just animals, but as loyal companions. They shared heartfelt stories of how horses have brought joy, calm, and purpose to life. To them, horses are more than walkers. They are friends, therapy partners, and silent listeners who understand emotions in ways few other animals can.
Horses are in the family of cattle, right? At the ears. Okay, so cattle are just prey. I think they are herbivores, and they are not so except the bull. That's which is the male cow. I think horses are not hostile. They are cool people.
A horse is normally, like, people know it as a beast of burden. We use it for transporting goods, products from the farm, anywhere like that. So people keep it in a ranch for maybe when tourists come, they'll just see it and all of that.
The horse is actually a man's friend, but I've never ridden a horse before. I've never ride on a horse before, but I hope to ride on a horse one day.
Okay, I can describe it as a human companion. I don't just like any animal with four legs. I don't fancy them.
World Horses Day, celebrated on every July 11, is set aside as a moment to reflect on the timeless bond between humans and horses. Research also has it that part of its celebration, one message too strong, whether you ride, care for, or simply admire them, horses continue to shape human lives in powerful and unforgettable ways. Others spoke of horses as adventurous creatures full of spirit and energy. For them, riding a horse is not just a hobby, it is a thrilling journey. They stress that horses symbolizes freedom, power, and the beauty of nature.
So I've actually never ridden a horse before, but I've seen horses. I actually admire them. They are really beautiful. Personally, I actually want to ride a horse. I would love the experience. And horses are known to be very majestic animals. They are also farm animals, and also I would say horses are man's best friend in a way. So in my opinion, I actually like horses, and I would love to experience riding one.
I think they are beautiful because I watch adventure movies a lot, and I see how connected a horse can be with its rider. I think it has a connection with man, so to say. It's a beautiful adventure.
I have seen a horse in real life once. I think I was probably 16 or so, but I didn't get close to it. It was looking so pretty from afar, and I wanted to touch it too, but what do they call those people that are always guiding the horses? Were like, if I touch it, it will get agitated. So I was like, oh, okay.
World Horse Day was set aside by the United Nations General Assembly as a vital reminder of the bond between humans and horses, highlighting the importance in our lives and the need to protect and care for them. Beyond the celebration, the day serves as a reminder of the people's collective duty to ensure the welfare of horses everywhere, as well as advocating for their care, protection, and proper treatment. However, whether seen as companions or symbols of adventure, one thing was clear: horses leave a lasting impression on everyone they encounter. For CRBC NEWSCOPE, I am Blessing Bassi reporting.
Thank you, Blessing Bassi, for that report. The rainy season brings much needed relief from heat, but it also presents significant challenges, particularly in the area of public transportation. Commuters often face delays, discomfort, and safety risk due to poor infrastructure and weather-related disruptions. Judith Ugbon tells us more. The report.
One of the most common issues during the rainy season is waterlogging. Poor drainage systems in many urban areas lead to flooded roads and bus stops. Commuters often have to wade through dirty water to reach buses or rickshaws, resulting in discomfort, wet clothes, and exposure to waterborne diseases. Rain also leads to frequent delays and unpredictable public transport schedules. Heavy traffic, road accidents, and reduced vehicle availability cause long wait times. Many commuters are left stranded without proper shelters, increasing frustration and discomfort, especially during peak hours.
Once it rains, coming home or going to work it is more difficult because the roads are very slippery, and people rush to go home, and the rain makes going home a bit unsafe because you can never know when the driver is prone to mistakes because he's in a hurry, and the rain makes the roads more dangerous. There's our gutters are actually not very good, and it causes water to overflow the road, and it can cause a road hazard.
Slippery roads, wet platforms, and unstable surfaces around transport hubs create dangerous conditions. Commuters are at risk of falling, especially elderly, children, and people with disabilities. The absence of covered or well-maintained waiting areas worsens the situation, as people are forced to stand in the open exposed to rain. While most buses do not have properly fixed windows and doors, allowing rain to come in and soak passengers during the ride. Some commuters recount their daily commute stories.
I don't really say it's the driver's fault for most of the inconveniences that people have. It's not the driver's fault because the rain is falling, obviously, and the rain will fall, continue to fall. So what I would just plead is for them to at least do their glasses, their window glasses, and then the door.
Overcrowding becomes a major problem when fewer vehicles operate or arrive on time. Buses that do arrive are often packed, forcing passengers to squeeze in with little regard for safety or comfort. This creates a chaotic boarding process, heightens the risk of injury, and often leads to arguments or altercations. A passenger added that the cost of commuting typically increases during the rainy season, as some drivers take advantage of the reduced supply of transportation to charge higher fares, placing an additional burden on already frustrated commuters.
See, between dry season and rainy season, the price difference for transportation dey very obvious. Now, where you dey pay 100 naira to, imagine say person like me wey dey stay for IBB, I dey pay 100 naira from Rabana to Marian Market during dry season. Now wey rain don dey fall, I don dey pay 200 naira from the same Rabana to Marian Market. Why? Because rain dey fall. This rainy season, I don't know if I would say is it's causing a lot of harm and good when it comes to the pricing.
Another concern is the damage to personal belongings. Commuters carrying electronic items, documents, or valuables often find it difficult to keep them dry. With no covered waiting areas or storage facilities, people struggle to protect their possessions while trying to board already crowded vehicles.
During the rainy season, it's actually really difficult to board the cab, and because like sometimes when I come back from school, I end up standing under the rain and getting soaked. My bags get soaked, my books, and sometimes my phone is in my bag also gets soaked, and it will end up spoiling. So due to the fact that the buses are always full, because people like try to enter the bus because of the weather condition.
The rainy season exposes the deep-rooted vulnerabilities of urban transportation system, turning daily commute into stressful and often hazardous experiences. From waterlogged roads and overcrowded vehicles to safety risk and rising travel costs, commuters face numerous challenges that demand immediate attention. Addressing these issues through improved drainage, better maintained infrastructure, and more reliable public transport services is essential to ensure safe, comfortable, and dignified travel for all, rain or shine. For CRBC NEWSCOPE, Judy Tugbong reporting.
This is a call to action to all motorists across the globe. The same way we go all out into giving our vehicles the preferred color of the state, modalities also must be put in place for the safety and the comfort of the masses. Thank you, Judith Ugo, for that report. And on to our last report for this segment. As the fashion world continues to evolve, one may stop and ponder on the various styles and fashion one may choose to go on. While some ladies love body-fitted jeans, others prefer the baggy trousers, which reflects broader changes in the fashion industry and societal attitudes. People have now prioritized their comfort, irrespective of what the society thinks or feels. This takes us to our next report on baggy trousers. Let's take a look.
Baggy trousers are a style of clothing popular from the early 1980s to the 2000s, and also during a revival in the 2020s. In the ever-evolving world of fashion, baggy trousers once a symbol of youth rebellion and urban street style and starting a powerful comeback. But this time, they are not bound by gender norms. The rise of baggy trousers is more than just a passing trend. It reflects broader changes in the fashion industry and societal attitude. As people increasingly prioritize comfort, individuality, and sustainability, fashion trends is shifting away from the fast-paced, trend-driving cycles of the past. From bustling Lagos market to high-fashion Paris runways, baggy trousers are being embraced by men, women, and non-binary individuals alike, making them one of the most inclusive trends of the decades. Fashion experts say the loose, comfortable styles reflect a growing demand for freedom in both fashion and identity.
We fashioned the brand then in the 90s, so this time around, our young ladies and our young guys love to wear because of the beauty of the
Some citizens said clothing is no longer about sticking to gender expectations, it's about expression. Baggy trousers give people room to move, to breathe,
and to be themselves. Originally popularized in the 19th hip-hop scene largely by young men, baggy trousers have evolved from their rock, oversized roots. Today's fashions come in tailored fabrics, bold patterns and flowing cuts seen on celebrities across the gender spectrum. Some people wear baggy trousers because they are stylish and comfortable. A citizen said it's not about being male or female, it's about confidence.
Younger or everything they comfortable for them. Yes, everything.
And girls love wearing
it
because they love it.
Love it too. Well.
It's free for their body. And even though they fall down, they can get up without nobody see.
God bless you. God bless you. Now you come. God bless you.
Baggy jeans have been making a comeback in recent years and are expected to stay a popular choice in 2024 till date. They extend a laid back and effortless vibe that many fashion enthusiasts are embracing when it comes to style choices that can inadvertently shrink your stature. Baggy clothing is a prime offender. As fashion continues to move beyond binary labels, baggy trousers have become more than a trend. They are comfort, cool, and confidence. Have no specific gender to wear it. On CRBC NEWSCOPE, Chibuzo Ekwezo reporting.
Thank you for that report. That's the much we can take for today. Do keep a date with us next week and you won't regret it. On behalf of the production team and our producer, Udwak Ikang Ubeten, I remain your presenter, Rachel Okut. Don't forget, pedophiles are everywhere. Do well to protect your child or your word. For security reasons, if you see something, say something. Just stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs.